this computer. So
Yeah.
welcome everybody to Woodstock CAN Community Action Network, part of the broader Cape Town CAN Community Action Network, and indeed the community action networks around the country. We are going to inspire you, entertain you, and we have a wonderful lineup of musicians, poets, and performance artists to play with today, virtually each one from their room. I had a message from a friend in Sri Lanka, Colombo, Sri Lanka, complaining about why are we doing a live performance together when we're supposed to be in isolation. So I had to explain, no man, we're doing it virtually. So welcome everyone, and later I will make a small political message about intelligent and ethical and compassionate leadership as per gentle request from Dina Bosch, our local community activist. The Woodstock CAN group that organized the event is myself, Bernadette Muthian, Laura Myers, and Jared Rousseau, along with a great many other people. Welcome all the wonderful artists. The event is on Facebook with a list of artists, but we're going to start now with a wonderful composer and musician. I call him eclectic because he does literally everything, don't you? Elton Goslett. Let's have a couple songs from you.
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space. And when you out there without a care, I was out of touch. And it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly. I knew you would be having the time of your life. Think twice. That's my only advice. Come on now, who do you think you are? Ha. Bless your soul. You really think you're in control, but I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. Just like me. Our heroes had a heart to live a life out on a limb. But I remember thinking I want to be just like them. Come on now, who do you think you are? Ha! Bless your soul. You think you're in control, but I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. Just like me. Crazy.
Stunning. Do you want to do a second song, or how are you feeling?
Yeah, I can do a second song. Okay.
Good.
And
That's
then,
very generous. Keep going.
okay, this is one we have to do today sometime because the great man died yesterday. So this is for him,
Oh.
Mr. Bull Withers. So it goes like this. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. And this house just ain't no anytime she goes away. I wonder this time where she's gone. I wonder if she's gonna stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. And this house just ain't no home anytime she goes away. And I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. And I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. Hey, you better leave your thing alone. There ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. This house just ain't no home anytime she goes away. I wonder this time where she's gone. I wonder if she's gonna stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. And this house just ain't no home anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away.
Great. Mute and clap.
Thank you.
Well done. That's fantastic.
Okay.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Break now and someone else can climb
That's
in.
a good idea, and we'll just pop you back in. I'm wondering if we can have a poem now, if that's all right. Can Fahim do his ode to coronavirus? Can you unmute yourself, or must I unmute you, Fahim? Thank you, Alton. That was gorgeous. Well done. Yes, it's called Ode to Corona. So Fahim,
Just
when
let
you're
everybody
ready.
know, I'm not a poet by any manner of means, but this affected me deeply when I went out shopping after our president had so graciously addressed the nation and asked us to do social distancing, and I was completely horrified at how this wasn't taking place in the shopping center in Sea Point, where there was so much privilege around. So instead of going onto Facebook and ranting, I decided to write this ode to Corona. And it goes as follows. For minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, and years, we destroyed and bemoaned the dire state of our world, our psyche fucked, our in-touch, out-of-touch existence, connected, disconnected reality, in and out of drama, back and forth opinions, disrespect, privilege, and poverty, one big mess, pandemonium, bedlam, mayhem, chaos, a gemors, Basically one Mursa monumental fuck up. And we bitched and we botched. We begged and we burnt. We marched, we protested, we prayed, and we got lost and lost. But the devastation persisted and mutated into many forms. That cancer, our creation, festered and spread like a virus to breaking point, out of control, can't anymore, apocalyptic, stop. Well, good friends, the universe has listened and has answered, always faithful to our pleas. Now it's our turn to obey, to listen, to love, to live. Can we?
Thank you. That was great. Unmute so you can clap if you want to. That was great. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well done. Better than a Facebook rant. It's a poem. I always advocate for a poem.
Very nice.
Thank you, Fahim Stellenboom. Do we want another song from perhaps Jupiter? Let us know when Oriel Hayes joins. Jupiter, are you ready for the song or two? Jamie, Jupiter?
Yes, can you hear me?
We can hear you now, and I'll spotlight you. There you go.
Good. I had a bit of a problem with my audio earlier, but
Okay, is it sorted?
all good now, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
as long as we keep calm and make music, ne?
Yeah. So I hope this is not too loud.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Wake up the
All
neighborhood.
right. Yay! Welcome to Muizenberg and Woodstock. Lovely to have you there.
It's Woodstock
everyone.
by the sea.
Woodstock by the sea. Yeah, we're all connected. So I'm going to do a little song called "Give It Up." Yeah.
All right. Is it your own composition?
It's my own composition. Yeah.
Nice.
Something like this. Yes. All right. Something happened in my world today. I don't know what it is, but it's got me in a twist. Can't seem to get myself away from you. But now that you're gone, I don't know what to do when a man needs some time on his own. And a woman, she needs to get into her own. A man needs some time on his own. And a woman, she needs to get into her own. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Give it up now, baby, just for 1 minute. I don't care what's in it. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Give it up now, baby, now, just for 1 minute. I don't care what's in it. Da, oh, da, di, da, di, da. Da, di, da, di, hey, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Da, da-di, da-di, da. Da-di, da-di, hey, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Time for the mind and time for the message. Time to get a grip and close those eyelashes. Time for the innocent, time for the food. Time for that staircase to wind down to the pool. Time to get along with what you want to do. And time to see the light that shines inside of you. Oh, 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 yeah. Oh, oh, yeah. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Give it up now, baby. Just for 1 minute. I don't care what's in it. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Give it up now, baby, now. Just for 1 minute. I don't care what's in it. Time for the mind, time for the mess, time to get a grip and close those eyelashes. Time for the innocent, time for the fool, time for that staircase to wind out to the tomb. Time to get along with what you want to do, and time to see the light that shines inside of you. Whoa, oh yeah, oh yeah. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Give it up now, baby, just for 1 minute. I don't care what's in it. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Give it up now, baby, now. Just for 1 minute. I don't care what's in it. Da, da, di, da, di, da. Da, di, da, di, yeah. 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 Da, da, di, da, di, da. Da-di, da-di, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah. Ooh. Thank you.
That was great. Clap if you want to. That was lovely. You got many compliments
So
from Mansoor in
awesome.
particular. He says you're a multi-instrumentalist, and I think you are in danger of getting co-opted by the Cape Cultural Collective. Everybody thinks you're
I love the
fabulous.
Cape Culture Collective.
Yes, they love you. Thank you. That was wonderful. Could we have a small
Thank you.
poem from Sishle or from Yvette? Are you ready, Sishle?
Okay, yeah, I'll go.
Fantastic. Thank you, Jupiter. That was fabulous.
Thank you. Pleasure.
Thank you, Jamie.
All right. You're on the spotlight,
Okay.
Sishle.
Cool. Good afternoon to everyone. I'm coming to you from Mowbray. So my name is Shona Mwazana, and I am an actor, a writer, and yeah, a storyteller. So I decided to share this poem with you guys, a poem that I got from a friend of mine called Olaole Cornelius Bolahan. It's titled Blackness. And I decided to share it now because I truly feel like we are all going through a very unique moment in human history where a lot of people are finding different ways, just like this platform now, to express themselves in a technological, digital platform. And for me, this poem really reminds me of who I am so that we don't forget who we are in the process of going digital, that we forget where we come from. And for me, this centers me in a lot of ways. And so I thought it would be a great offering for me to share with you guys. So it goes like this. It's titled Blackness by Kolawole. My blackness is my greatness. Within I find my toughness. With it comes my uniqueness. And its worth is priceless. Its history evokes my consciousness even when they try to revoke its evidence. My acceptance of its existence makes me relentless. I am black and I do not lack. I am black but not in the dark. In my history, I find my path. And through its knowledge, I find my path. Its origin is a myth because its legends possess so much wit. I am unbreakable because I come from a lineage of the indomitable. My existence is infinite because my defeat could not be definite. My worth might be reduced, but my truth can't be seduced because my seed and my deed, they always reproduce. I am black and I do not lack. I am black, but not in the dark. My kingdoms existed perfectly before it was invaded and destroyed jealously. My civilization had existed long before its invaders' humiliation, had carved bronze into artifacts and made tools with metals while the invaders still chewed bones and threw stones, had lived, tilled, and cultivated the earth before the invaders came and claimed to have discovered my land. My belief gave me enough spiritual powers to see beyond the physical and commune in the realm of gods before the invaders came and made my belief unbelief. I am black and I do not lack. I am black, but not in the dark. My heritage might be caged, but my culture can't be changed. My discoveries might be disregarded, but its impact can never be degraded. I am too tall to be made short. I am too firm to be made extinct. I am too rich to be made poor. I am too strong to be made weak. Like whales, I stir the mighty ocean. Like lions in the jungle, I roar with no fear. Like leaves in the forest, my presence dominates. Like eagles in the sky, my wings love to soar. And like the soil of the earth, I feed the entire world. I am black and I do not lack. I am black, but not in the dark. I am black and I do not lack. I am black. Thank you.
Oh, I don't know whether clapping is appropriate, but it was very moving. It's a beautiful poem. I hope you'll WhatsApp it to me later.
Amazing.
Yes, we want to post the poems online as well. Everybody's commenting that they loved your poem. So thank you so much. It was very, very moving. Beautiful use of language. We will break shortly and have another song. Mansoor, are you ready? Let me just check if Mansoor is able to make Guma for Dina before Dina starts toy-toying. I'm unable to unmute Mansoor. I don't think he's ready.
All right, I'm unmuted.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes, I am.
Brilliant, brilliant.
I
We
am
don't
ready.
have a we
Thank
don't have an
you.
image of you, so I'll just make it gallery view for now, and then you may start. Welcome, Mansoor Jaffer, one of the co-conveners of the Cape Cultural Collective. It's a privilege to have you with us today.
Can you hear the guitar?
We can hear. Are you making Guma for Dina?
Can you hear?
Yes.
Yep.
For Dina, yeah.
Dina, is your Guma. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mansoor.
Demands came to Helder for now. Demands came to Helder for now. But the jack of the Bursa Blast, Rehom Buki Rehom. Sepatana, Ikomikopta. Demands came to Helder for now. Demands came to Helder for now. But the jackals of the Bursa Blast, Rehom Jackals Rehom. Sepayoma, Dina kana kia dina dina ho. Dina kana kia dina dina ho. Kana 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 kia dina dina ho. Kana 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 kia dina dina ho. Die plekjes bomen, zij don't know hoe lekker slaan die goema. Plekjes bomen, zij don't know hoe lekker slaan die goema. Goema, 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 fantasera. Goema, 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 goema. Die maat geen zo helder. Die maat geen zo helder. Kom Fahim, zing samen.
Fahim, sing.
I couldn't if I tried.
Who wants to sing with Mansoor? We loved that one. Everybody clap.
Yeah.
We loved it. We really loved it.
Great, thanks, Mansoor.
Thank you.
Mansoor, and put your video on.
It does. We're struggling with it earlier. There's a challenge. We'll fix it for next weekend. Do you have another? Do you have another welcome to everybody who's joined us from all over, not only Cape Town, but further afield? We're very privileged to have you. Thank you so much. Mansoor, did you want to make another song now or later? Mansoor?
Just a short.
Yes.
Just a short tribute.
Please
Bill
do.
Withers.
Please. Yes, we do want to honor Bill Withers. And the other musicians like Elton, who knows Mansoor, can jam in if you like. Is that good, Mansoor?
Times in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong.
I'll be your friend.
Video, please, Zenny.
I'll help you carry on.
Thank you, Zenny. Sing.
Somebody
to lean on.
Thank you.
Oh, that was too short. We have to do it all together now. Can we do it again, but together nicely now? Fahim, don't you sing? Are you just there for prettiness?
No, I don't sing. But
Everyone,
Everybody, let's do that again together.
we can't sing together. We have latency. We will all come in at different times. That's why we're not. So that's why it doesn't work. So
even if
it
it's a
doesn't
bit
work.
of a remorse, let's try one chorus.
Okay, let's try a kind of, even with a latency. And Elton, we're sorry about the latency. I know you're a perfectionist, but let's just sing together as best we can. Sorry, Elton. Okay, Mansoor, you start. 1, 2, 3. Hello?
Okay, what about someone leads the words and then everyone repeats it and then...
I know just the person, but will she sing for us, Zenny? Zenny, will you lead?
I'm singing along with Mansoor. We can all put on our phones and we can get the words and we can sing.
Okay, what's the title of the song again so I can sing some too?
Lean on me, Bill Withers.
Lean on me.
That's right. What am I smoking? Lean on me, Bill Withers. Yes. Okay, let's everybody sing along. Come on.
Okay, so
Zenny, are you starting? You're leading.
Then Mansoor play.
Alton, what do you say?
I'll copy and paste the lyrics in the text section.
Okay.
Who is that
And we can
smart
go
person?
karaoke
Please do.
style.
Thank you, thank you. This is called
Karaoke.
collaboration, Mensa. Okay, so Zeni, while you start, Asabif. Thank you.
Play Mansoor. Play
Are you-
Alton.
You want to start on Lean on Me, like 1, 2, 3. Lean on me.
When you're not strong,
Dawn,
I'll
be
be your friend.
friend.
I'll
I'll
help you
carry on.
for
It
it
won't
won't be long.
It won't be long. I'm gonna need
Somebody
somebody to
lean on.
you just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody.
to lean on.
I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need
Need
somebody
somebody
To
to lean on.
Yes.
Agency role, but it was pretty cool. That was gorgeous. By you, Donkey Mensa. Thank you, Mansoor, darling. We'll pop you in later again. Perhaps we could have a small poem. Is Yvette or Magantri or Zeri ready with poem? Or anyone else, just put up your hand. I'm putting poor Zeni on the spot, I'm very wicked. Yvette or Magantri or indeed Zeni, if you want to do a poem. Who's ready?
I can read.
Yes, thank you. Can you put video, please, Yvette?
You know, Bernie.
Yes,
I
Yvette.
want to tell
Did you
all of
not
you
comb
this.
your hair today?
This woman has known me since I was a little slip of a girl, and so she takes advantage of that to make me do.
There you are. Hello, Yvette.
Hey, everybody. How are you?
My name is Yvette
Hello.
Abrams. I'm a healer.
My name is Yvette Abrams. I'm a traditional healer and organic farmer. And I'm nothing to do with Woodstock Can, and I'm here purely because Bernie's my friend and knows how to put pressure on me.
Gordons Bay is kind of a sort of a remote province of Woodstock, not to worry.
My promise was right. Okay. And I'm going to read some love poetry.
Ooh,
Yeah, well, I have
it's
to
getting
say,
excited.
it's early days yet, but one of the things that astounds me about this time of the virus is the way arts and culture is flowering. I mean, there are works of genius coming out. There are superlatively comforting, inspiring work being done in every field, poetry, music, you name it. And I really don't know what that's about. In our darkest hours, I mean, our poor artists were the first to suffer. The other ones were the first to sit without income, cancellation, no compensation. And yet from the depths of that suffering, there's an enormous movement going on. I don't know if you've noticed it, but I've definitely hanging around online, almost like a flowering of creative genius. So my part in that is just simply that I'm in this long distance relationship. My partner is in Newark, New Jersey, which is otherwise the second most infected state in the United States. And the United States, as you know, is the country with the most cases in the world. So no worries, she is fine. But I do end up writing a lot of poetry. She's also an artist, and I think relationships between two artists are never going to be easy. But this is definitely, the hardest thing that I have ever done. But yeah, I'm getting a lot of poetry written. So this one is called "Be Careful What You Ask God For." From, you all know the proverb, "Be careful what you ask God for," because just now she gives it to you. And it's for Poet on Watch. And it goes, I asked the wanting in today, gave her some knitting, said, you might as well make yourself useful. I talked, she listened well. I said, this is good. This is entirely excellent. I was going to take it slow. My love wouldn't hear. Instead, she pushed her way into my affections, and now I sit in this long-distance relationship. Now it is just you and me wanting. This is working out fine. I mean, baby love is simply one of the greatest artists I know. Who am I to say what a creative process looks like? It takes whatever it takes to be a genius. Here's my opportunity to do whatever it was that I was going to do while she was supposed to be taking it slow. Process, make my peace with myself, find my way back to the woman I used to be, pray, catch up on my sleep, switch my computer off and simply read a book. Some headspace at last. It's just what I needed, isn't it great? Wanting looks at me, starts a new row on the knitting. I was going to write this beautiful, compassionate, inspiring poem. It was going to be about how growing things from seed takes time, of slow, patient watering and manuring, of everything in its season and pride in the harvest, a sense of values and things well done. Changing seasons soon come autumn time when she would be here. The watermelon would ripen. I would chill it, feed her for Sunday morning breakfast. Though I don't like mixing my sweet with my savory, this was going to be an exception. Just for this poem, there was for sure going to be a verse or two about watermelon juices mixing with hers until control got lost all round. It would have been a good poem, but hey, patience and poems alike are easier imagined than done. Some days one just wants to cuddle and screw the poetry. Wanting lays down her knitting, selects a second color, begins to weave in a stripe. Yes, I know, I said. I know I'm the crazy one here. Sharing poet with her art is utter madness. If I was there, this would probably be one of those times when she would sit me on her desk, do me till I cried from pleasure, and then go back to her work. Obsession until perfection, which, although fine quality in bed, can be a freaking nuisance in daily life. I would be lucky to get some food into her during creative times, I guess. I must be crazy to even be thinking about this working out. Poets are notoriously undomesticated. Nope, this is just fine. Some peace at last. See, me and wanting have a lot to talk about. Next time I will know.
Are you still
Next
busy?
time I will still busy. Next time I will know. Next time I will know what this is like. I'll be like, no problem, sweets. You go ahead, do your work. Actually, I'm never alone. My sister Wanting is here to stay. I'm reading her poetry. There, I'm done now. Thanks.
That was beautiful. Fabulous.
Thank you.
But now you've
Thank you.
put the video off. Yvette, you've just disappeared. Are you only doing the one poem, Yvette?
I only had the one poem, but it was a long one though.
No, we found it very moving. You probably didn't pay attention, but people were writing beautiful comments in affirmation, including, thanks for reminding me to knit, Yvette. And thoughtful, lots of wonderful comments, 10 in total, and they keep writing beautiful comments for you.
Thank you, lovely people.
But you
Thank
don't
you.
have a second poem for us? It is quarantine.
Maybe later, maybe later.
All right, I've got you down for later. Okay, we want a song out of any one of the beautiful music people. I don't know whether Elton wants to do another song. Has Oriel Hayes joined us or not? No, we don't have any Oriel Hayes. If anybody can get a hold of her first, that'd be great. Otherwise, if Elton is ready for a small song, we'd be very grateful. Are you ready?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, lovely.
Yeah. Cool. I can do a song now. Just give me 2 seconds.
Yeah. Do you think you have enough guitars?
I think this one is appropriate for today, for this time actually. Mother, 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 there's far too many of you crying. Brother, 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 there's far too many of you dying. You know you got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Father, 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 there's no need to escalate. I said war is not the answer, 'cause only love can conquer hate. You know you've got to find a way to bring some understanding here today. Picket lines and picket signs, don't punish me with brutality, and talk to me and you can see, oh, what's going on, what's going on, what's going on, what's going on, oh, now. Mother, 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 there's far too many of you crying. Brother, 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 there's far too many of you dying. You know you've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Picket signs and picket signs, don't punish me with brutality. Talk to me and you can see, oh, what's going on, what's going on, what's going on, what's going on. Okay.
That was
Cool.
great. Thank you.
Thank you.
It seems I'm the only one clapping. Anybody else clapping, clapping, clapping? Okay.
Clapping, but the mic
All
doesn't
muted.
unmute fast enough. Yeah.
Clapping,
People are clapping in the texts as well, in the messages. We're definitely clapping. We can wave as well. And
And typing, clapping, that's cool. Okay.
all kinds of virtual clapping. It's our first gig, so don't worry. We're working out the mechanics of it. And we'll have another gig for you next week as well. I'm wondering now if between Yvette Magantri and Ozeni, if you have a small poem for us. Anyone? I also have some poems, but if you have one, you're welcome to do your poem. If there's anybody else who wants to do a poem, just text, put a message in here, and we'll do your poem. We'll give you a gap. So Yvette remains quiet. Nothing from Zeni and nothing from Magantri. All right. So then I'll do one of 3 short poems for you. I'll intersperse it with the music. Somehow I've done something strange to the screen, but whatever. This poem is a little bit complex. It's very, very short. It's like 8 short lines, and it comes from my poetry book, Over. And it's called Epiphany, and it is about the in-betweenity of worlds as we navigate birth, life, and death, because we're sure doing a lot of the life and death at the moment. So Epiphany. No words to watercolor the fingertip truth of open window death and life through doors left ajar. No alphabetized abacus can cross the infinite diameter of honestly nothing radiating. And this is this little poem which I'm sharing with you now. So that was one little poem. I've got 2 equally short poems for later. That's less dense than that, because that's You know, it's only really when you're journeying into the other side that one really sees all those infinite abacuses. So if somebody wants to put something on now, like a bit of music would be great. Mansoor, are you able to do some music? Or Jamie with your multiple instruments. Zenny, at any stage, if you want to jump in with music or anything, just please do so. So where is the people? Who's up next? Mansoor, you're
try,
not?
Bernadette.
Mansoor, yes?
Yes, yeah, I can try.
Do you want to make a small
I can
song
try
for
something.
us? Asseblief. And for next week, Mansoor promises the
Yeah.
video will be working because it's actually very good looking, by the way. Ready for you, Mansoor?
I've got face for radio.
He's ready for with his song. His face for radio. Okay, we ready for you?
Okay, this is an original song called Midnight Blue.
Ooh,
And
I
just
like.
want you all to close your eyes and
All right.
think about what's happening around us and how we can show solidarity in this.
It was great. Thank you, Mansoor. Fantastic. That was fantastic. Anybody wants to do something? Zenny's gone again. She comes and goes. Welcome, Noel Daniels. Do you want to sing for us, Noel?
Why don't we
Jamie's
say
ready
something
with
from
a
Jamie?
song.
Say what?
Jamie's ready with a song.
Yes, we're ready for Jamie. I'm just checking in with Noel. Noel? Okay, Jamie, go ahead, please. Are you ready with your song, Jamie?
Yeah, I thought I'd do a little cover, something you may have heard before. Let's just get my microphone. This is Michael Franks. We all love Michael Franks, don't we?
We love him.
Whenever I explore the land of yeah, I always take one on the chin. Now this lioness is almost maybe tame. I can't believe her name, but England, that's her name. My baby sticks to me like white on rice. She never cooks the same way twice. Maybe it's the mushrooms, maybe it's the scallions. I can't reveal the name, but England, that's her game. When my baby cooks her eggplant, she don't read no book. Yeah, she got a kind of dirty look. When my baby cooks her eggplant, I cook on the words now. I don't know what it means. I can't reveal her name, but England, that's her game. That's her game. Maybe it's the way she grates her cheeks, or just the freckles on her knees. Maybe she's Italian, maybe she's Italian. I can't reveal her name, but England, that's her game. Sorry, a bit rusty here. When my baby cooks her eggplant, she don't read no book. She got a shoe corner, got a dirty look. When my baby cooks her eggplant in about 19 different ways. Sometimes I just have it rolled with mayonnaise. I can't reveal her name, but eggplant, that's her game.
That was wonderful. There seems to be a challenge in relation to.
That's really excellent.
That was wonderful, Jamie. There's a challenge, and it came up during your song, Jamie, that it appears that you're not, or the performer is not in the screen. Is everybody on gallery view now? Can you nod if
gallery view?
Are you on gallery view? Then maybe gallery view is better, because some people have been texting me complaints. They're seeing my face, and this is very disconcerting to me. So I'm unable to.
All I see is you. Beautiful sight, but all I'm seeing.
I'm seeing four things.
Okay, so now you're seeing gallery view. Let me play with Jamie for 1 second and make him now unpin the video. I don't really know it. We need to do some practice. Oh, it's spotlight the video. So if I spotlight Jamie, can you see Jamie now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so
yeah, that works.
okay, so we'll go gallery view, and then we'll spotlight the person who's performing. We're still working with the technology. By next week, it'll be perfect. Okay, who wants to do what now? This is a democracy. Is there a
How about a dance?
Say what?
A dance.
Who's going to dance?
You are.
Yeah, wow. I only do private dancing and singing in the shower. But so is anybody ready? Yvette, are you ready with the poem? I see Noel Daniels has joined. Is Oriel Hayes with him or no such luck? Social distancing, I suppose.
I can read another poem. I managed to find another poem in the meantime.
A poet for decades and can just barely find a poem. I'm trying to make you then the pinned person, but
Okay. Let
oh,
me.
there you are. Let me spotlight you. Are you now spotlighted? Everybody sees Yvette?
Yeah, very good.
Okay,
Perfect.
it worked. Very good.
You have to understand, all you people are going to get is this kind of yearning, lonely
Oh,
stuff.
dreadful. Okay, I've changed
And
my
you
mind. No,
continue-
Yvette, we don't want any more.
Yeah, this is.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay.
She's doing a 1-year film residency in New Jersey, which really sucks timing-wise.
All right, we'll listen to your yearning poem. And she should have logged in to see you yearning, yearning, yearning. Go ahead, we're listening to you.
So this one is called Love in the Midst of Climate Change.
Oh, I
This
love
poem,
that one.
yeah, wow. This poem is for all the times I did not kill myself. Those nights when I counted the seconds one by one, saying, if I just make it till morning, it's going to get better sometime. This poem is for not breaking my neck when the car rolled, celebrating survival of generations until this moment, this here, this now, writing this poem with you. This poem is for centuries spent in my becoming. This poem is for the decades spent honing my craft. Still, at the end of it all, I am a woman needing you to be pleased with the nature of my being. I want to fall in love with you, like really in love. Love before, love behind, above and below, just in love is where I want to be. These flows of moments are hard. The part of me enjoys the slow getting to know one another, the way your eyebrow quirks when you make a joke, the shine in your eyes when you look at me, a voicemail containing a fragment of a poem. This is like heaven to me. Yet your fingers need to get a whole lot closer to me real soon. I can hardly talk for the aching sometimes. How must it have been for you who did not live in denial of this love I want to live in now? Your lips need to know mine, just by touch like in a dark room. If you kissed 100 women, you need to know which lips are mine, like that intimately. If your skin brushed 100 nipples, you need to know mine, like that intimately. My nose needs to know the scent of you under that earlobe when you hold me close. Time does seem to matter. This poem is about love in the midst of climate change. We need to make it so we can write it.
Absolutely beautiful. Very beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all for listening. I've got more of those.
Thank you for that. I think Elton is back with a song. Are you ready for, Elton, are you ready for a song? Because I saw you were unmuted. Anybody else, whenever you're ready, just indicate. You can message or WhatsApp and we'll pop in. And whenever people are tired, we can stop. But, you know, artists get together, we have a lot of fun. We don't really want to stop. It's not like we have anywhere to go. Hey, Elton, we're all yours.
Yeah, we all, yeah. Okay.
gosh. Elton's compositions are very beautiful. Alice Skipper says so beautiful in the chat. Very beautiful. Thank you, Elton. And Fahim is virtually clapping. Well done. Very beautiful as always. I've got Toko on the line. I've got Toko. There we go. I'll unmute her. And she's going to do a couple of poems for us. Welcome, Toko. Will you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, everybody.
Yay, Toko!
Toko.
Yeah.
Toko.
I needed to look respectful.
Welcome.
For this special occasion.
The painting on your wall, Toko, very beautiful.
So, sorry, I wasn't expecting to be so quickly up next. So
sorry, do you need a gap still? Do you need a
No.
Okay.
I'll do one and then give me some time to find some others.
Sure. These are your own compositions, ne?
Yes, yeah, these are mine. Yeah, and
give us your name and your surname and one sentence about you.
All right, my name is Thokozile Madonko, and I like to say that I am a true child of Southern Africa. I was born in Zambia, grew up in Zimbabwe, educated and fell in love in South Africa. And so by day, I try and do good work. And by night, my other full day job is raising my beautiful daughter, Zaidi Prince, Namazwe Prince. And yeah, just trying to be a decent person, basically. That's me. So I'm going to read Under the Tree. There is space for you and me under this tree. And before you sit, I must ask that you say a prayer. A simple prayer for the love you have of the land. You can let your heart rip open so your soul can face me. Extend your hands and turn your palms up. Let your words describe the ways your people stole from mine. Allow the salt of your tears to cleanse the blood of my people that yours spilt. Pull out your hair and let every single strand be a child your people ripped from mine. Gather them together, one by one, saying their names, accounting for the hours, for each sting of the sjambok and every hectare worked and neck broken. If you fall to the ground under the weight of it all, then sing to me the songs your people stole from mine. Put back the graves, line up the stones, and erase the borders. Once the dust settles, and I have truly felt your soul witness the pain of your past on mine. When the sun is a ball of fire, erasing all color at midday, and your soul has restored its human shape. Come, sit next to me and protect this land. Under my people's tree, share the shade. Barefoot, we will remember my grandmother's earth. Together, firmly planted, we will be under our tree.
Beautiful. Beautiful poem. Very moving. Zenaria says, wow, Toko, that was beautiful. And you know what? I didn't even know you were a poet.
Amazing.
We got you now. So it's wonderful. Thank you. Is there somebody who wants to make a song?
More
poems. Why don't you start looking for the poems and don't stop? Toko, while we're waiting. Anybody wants to make a song while we're waiting for Toko to find more poems for us? Poets, how can you lose your poetry? Mine is in a huge mountain in one or two or three spots. Mansoor, you have a very handsome photograph now posted. Okay, no. Toko, just indicate when you're ready. I can do a small poem called Fragile from my book, Over Again. And then we need a song from one of the guys or girls, women. So Fragile while Toko is looking for her poem, right? And it goes like this. This is a
Bernadette,
poem that I
just
wrote.
put yourself back in the spotlight before you.
I was wondering, should it not be gallery view while I was doing the poem? But all right, we'll do spotlight. and it's called Fragile. It's again a very short poem. I write very short poems mostly. So it goes, in your eyes that shift with the anxieties of these times, I see the deepest compassion imaginable for the perpetrators in all we are, the survivor victims we forced to be. In your wide open gaze, I see reflected my very own soul. And for your single act of kindness, I offer you my fragile heart. And that one is especially for the wonderful woman who went and got supplies for me just as the quarantine started, the isolation started. Okay, so that was my second of 3 short poems. And when Toko has found, have you found your poems? Oh, she's ready. They're all yours, Toko. Rock and roll,
Okay,
Toko.
can you hear me? Okay, so this one's a Corona one for the archive. So it's very new. So if it's a rough and ready one, I apologize. Beyond 4 walls. I dream beyond these 4 walls. Some nights the barbed wire, broken glass topped barriers have disappeared. Suddenly my hand is in yours. We fall onto our backs, catching our breath with each shooting star. You ask me, when did I arrive? I turn towards you and see baobabs and marula fruit. Along the length of your neck, the eland run, and around each of your wrists, sleeping boomslangs. I smell the rain every time you breathe out. I am asleep, caught in a quarantine. You see, we no longer hold hands or touch faces or keep close. Between you and me, the rivers began flowing backwards, too afraid to reach the warming waters of their seas. The ice is melting, and some nights I lie awake. From within the 4 walls, you ask me, when did I arrive?
That was very moving, very beautiful, and you perform well as well. And I see Zeni has a poem, but just before Zeni comes on, I just wanted to appreciate Toka Mandoka. And for me, this is the first time I've engaged with their poetry. I'm very, very excited. And I hope that you and the other poets will please WhatsApp or send me their poems so that we can post it on the event so people can engage with them and also derive inspiration. That was very beautiful, Toko. Thank you. And Zeni, this technology is confounding me. So let me go to gallery view and find Zeni. There you are, Zeni. You're unmuted. Okay, Zeni, you're on. Zenaria Barons.
Okay, so this is a poem, and seeing Toko, I remind myself that I saw her in McGregor at the Poetry Festival, and I was inspired that time when I was there to actually write a poem in McGregor. So this is my McGregor poem. It's called Cacophony of Victimhood. Tonight I saw the infinite stars brightly punctuating the black night sky in McGregor. I saw them in their clarity, above the hills and mountains, in their glorious overarching mystery. I imagined running through their bright scars or flying above them with broken wings in every direction, surrounded by the open black sky. The perpetrators and their victims living side by side in silent fragmented graveyards, surrounded by impenetrable walls. How do we pierce this divisive veil? A question for the ages, reverberating, echoing off these mountain ranges, dissipating into the black night, landing unsteadily on the stars. The cacophony of victimhood surrounds us, broken bodies, bright eyes snuffed out, a victim, 100 victims, defined by the hateful crimes perpetrated. I don't want that. We don't want that. Tonight, looking out at these majestic mountains, 360 degrees in any direction, I feel powerful momentarily, a chance to secure my footing on the fertile ground from which sprouts my imagination, my words, my voice, mingling with all the other voices, compounded like interest. I need the cacophony of reclamation to step boldly out of victimhood, to say, I am everything that was done to me. I am more than what was done to me. We are everything and are so much more than what was done to us. I repeat this silently, a rumbling chant that overrides the spirit that threatens to crumble as its pieces gravitate to each other, holding each other like the magnificent mountains that encompass me. We cannot be ignored. Thank you. That's the first time I've ever read it. It's new.
God, that was beautiful. Thank you, Zenny. You are a poet extraordinary. And Toko was chipping in with comments about the interest, compound interest, metaphor that you used. That was very beautiful. Thank you so much. It was gorgeous.
Yeah,
And
I felt the pressure, Bernie, so I had to do
sorry,
something.
man, darling. It's been a while that you and I have jammed together, but it's not a liquor. I want to now demand my basic human right. Dina, help me out here. We want one more song out of Mansoor before I die of old age or of coronavirus for that matter. Mansoor, can we have a little song from you, darling? Hello? Mansoor. Are you ready with a little song for us or not? Mansoor? Okay, well then, Mansoor, are you there? Yeah, I'm gonna mute him. He might have stepped away temporarily. Okay, guys, it's between Elton and Jamie. Can we have one small song, please? How's our time? We're still doing good for time. Zenny, if you ever want to sing, you're very welcome to chip in with a song. You have a beautiful voice. Jamie, are you ready? Okay, go ahead. Oh, is both are unmuted. Okay, Elton, do you want to sing? Who's singing, Jamie or Elton?
I can do another song or Jamie. I'm fine either way.
No, go ahead, Elton, then first, and we'll take Jamie just now.
Yeah, let me just get my guitar.
Oh, what's up, Mansoor? We wanted one more song out of Mansoor.
Just grab my guitar, plug myself in. Okay, I think I'm all coming through.
We can hear you perfectly, my dear.
Every day, nothing seems to change. Everywhere I go, it's the same old thing. And I can take it no more. Yeah, I would leave this town, but I got nowhere else to go. Woke up this morning, more bad news, and I sometimes feel like I was born to lose. And what was driving me out of my mind? Oh, I catch an next train and I'll move on down the line. Oh, I'm ready now. I'll be ready when my train comes in. You know I'm ready now. I'll be ready when my train comes in. I know my time ain't long around here, and I can live this life again. walking down these streets, you might come across a smiling face, but they'll stab you in the back as soon as you turn and walk away. And oh Lord, it's bringing me down. If things don't change around here, there ain't no use in me hanging around. Oh, I'm ready now. I'll be ready when my dream comes in. You know I'm ready now. I'll be ready when my dream comes in. I know my time ain't long around here, and I can live this life again. I know my time ain't long around here, and I can live this life again. I know my time ain't long around here, and I can live this life again.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. Unless somebody is desperately wanting to perform now, I'm going to close our session, Zenny. I'm going to close our session with the last poem. So if no one is wanting to perform, I'm going to put gallery view. Any takers? Zenny, you want to make another performance?
No, I'm fine. We'll prepare better for next time.
Yes, next Saturday, same time, ne? All right, so we're going to close with this poem, which is called Meditation, from the same author of mine. And I want you to play with me. Some of you know the poem. Zenny definitely knows it. Don't die, Zenny, for having done it 20 million times. But it's moving because it's part of what we're going through now, what we've been through, and what we probably will continue to go through for some time. So if you all will unmute your microphones, you can play with me and refrain the chorus with me if you want. Okay, so unmute your microphones if you can, do so yourselves manually, and I will tell you what to do as we go along. So it's called Meditation. Love is a performance that needs daily reenactment, like a ritual, a sacred iteration, mantra without sound. And here goes the chorus. I love you, I love me, I love all. Repeat for me 3 times, please. I love you,
You,
I love me, I love all.
Love all.
Second time, I love you,
I love you.
I love me,
I love me.
I love all.
all. And the
I
third
love
time,
all.
I love you,
I
I
love
love you.
I love me,
I love me.
I love
I
all.
love all.
All.
Beautiful. So the poem continues a little bit, and then we're going to do the chorus one more time. So it goes, continues via vibration, through touch, a look, this poem, the sound of light, rainbow, and infinity. And now we're doing that chorus again. I love you.
I love you.
I love
I love
you.
Love
me.
me.
Love me.
I love
I
all.
love all.
I love you.
Love you.
You.
I love
I
me.
love me.
I love all.
I love all.
All.
I love you.
I love
You.
you.
I love
I
me.
love me.
Me.
I love
I love you
all.
all.
That was magnificent. We will reconvene next week and put a program together. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a lovely weekend.
Nee, there's a request there from
Thank
somebody
you.
for a photo for everybody
From
to
me.
put on their.
How
I
does
don't
it
know
Yes.
how you do
Some
that.
others could
Let's
just
have a
turn
group.
their
Laura, you
camera
must confound everything. Let's
just
have a
for a
group
quick
photo
group
after the
photo.
poem. I don't know how to do that. Can you take care of it?
So
Rather than
no,
giving a middle-aged
I'll
lady
do it.
a
I'm
headache.
just saying if possible could put their cameras on for a second so we can say hello and wish lots of love in these crazy times. Okay.
But how will you
Another
take a
minute.
photograph of it
Gina, you gonna
manually?
join
You
us?
I'm trying.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Put
I
on
got
your
it.
video
Screenshot.
and
It's a
please,
screenshot.
Yvette, put your video. Jamie, put your video. Are we taking a manual photograph?
I'll take it on my computer. It'll come out great. Okay, everybody, smiles and lots of love. Say cheese.
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 Everybody.
Quarantine.
One second.
Isolation.
One second. I want to just one more in case anybody had their eyes closed. Okay. Once again, guys, cheese.
Cheese.
1, 2, 3, cheese. What do you say? Fantastic. I'll put that on the event. That'll be quite fun. Awesome. Thanks so much for
Thank you.
participating
Thank you.
and staying
Wonderful
through the
to
whole
be with
thing.
you.
It's so nice that we can still come together and
Thank you,
enjoy
everyone.
beautiful art, music,
Thank you, everybody.
and so on.
Everyone.
Really, really
Great
awesome.
stuff. Bye.
Bye, 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 everybody.
Enjoy the weekend.